Hey, welcome back. Day 5. We're here. And I hope that you have enjoyed the process. I don't want you to miss the magic moments, and those magic moments could be just feeling good about, if you've followed the plan, feeling good about being debt-free, except for your home. Now, just a reminder, 18 to 20 months is on average what it's going to take for you to become debt-free. But man, what the blessings that we'll have once we're debt-free. No payments. No payments. I just can't get my head wrapped around it. So we're on day 5, and I'm going to call this the wealth building piece. And you've made it. You're now debt-free except for the home mortgage, and you have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. Getting to this step should take the family typically around 18 to 20 months, as I said, or actually probably more like 24, 2 years. So 2.5 years from the time you start your journey, you've attacked your debt and it's gone. With the extra money after eliminating your debt, you attacked your emergency fund and now it's funded. You are now at a critical time. It's time to begin with the end in mind. It's time to invest. So when we talk about investment, we're planning for retirement so that ultimately the goal here is that you could live off of passive income, off the interest that you're making on all your investments. So first thing we want to talk about, what retirement isn't. You want to reach your golden years with financial dignity. That will happen only with a plan. And did you know 70% of Americans say they are not where they need to be with retirement savings? And more than 40% have never even tried to calculate how much money they need to save in order to retire with dignity. Not only have we not done anything about retiring with dignity, we've lost hope that it's even possible. USA Today reports that out of 100 people aged 65 and older, 97 of them can't even write a check for more than $600. 54% are still working, and 3% are 3 of those people are financially secure. Bankruptcies among those 65 and older went up by 24% in a 10-year period. You must invest now. That's why I hope some young people listen to Micah and his message, got inspired to ensure that they are going to live a rich life and throughout their life, but going to live a debt-free life for sure. So you've got to invest now. Spend your golden years in dignity. Step 4, invest 15% of your income in your retirement. At this point, even with a house payment, you should be able to apply the 15% rule for investing. The rule is simple: invest 15% of your before-tax gross income annually towards your retirement. Why not more? You need some of your income to do the next 2 steps, which is saving for a college fund or paying off your mortgage, or paying off your mortgage. So what will it take to retire? How much do you need to retire with dignity and security? How long will it take you to get there? You are secure and will leave a nice inheritance when you can live off of 8% of your nest egg per year. If you can live, let's just say live on $40,000 a year, remember, you don't have any payments or any other than necessities. So you need a nest egg of only about $500,000. Now that may seem like a big number to you now, but it's really not that big if you don't have any payments. All of your wealth, your income, is going towards building that nest egg and getting there rather quickly. So baby step number 5, save for college. So if you're married and you have kids, virtually everyone thinks saving for college is important. However, hardly anyone ever saves money for their kids' college education. According to a 2011 study, only 14% of families use college savings funds like an ESA or a 529 plan. That means that 86% have saved nothing. or at least close to nothing. So why are we doing so badly? Because we're in debt, have no emergency fund, no budget, and so on. But if you're doing this, the process while if you're doing this process while your kids are still young, that can be different. If you don't have children, or your kids are gone, or grown, you can skip this step. For everyone else, college funds is a necessity. Start investing now. So step 6, pay off your home mortgage, the final hurdle. The final hurdle before you is to become completely debt-free, no payments. How would it feel to have absolutely no payments? Your largest wealth-building tool is your income. Every dollar in your budget that you can find above living and retirement and a college fund should be used to make extra payments on your mortgage or your home. Attack that home mortgage. If you have a great interest rate, it's not necessary to refinance to pay a mortgage off in 15 years or earlier. Simply make payments as if you have a 15-year mortgage, and your mortgage will pay off in 15 years. But if it will take discipline to do this. If you don't have the discipline, look for a good refinance rate and get it to 15 years or less. Step 7, build wealth. So, what was your purpose for this journey again? Why did you do it? Why all the sacrifice and work? To be in debt and out of control doesn't take nearly as much effort. So why go to all this trouble? Why do you want to have wealth? Wealth is not an escape mechanism. It's instead a tremendous responsibility. Dave Ramsey's been doing this for years and has stated that he can only find 3 good uses for money. Money is for fun, money is good to invest, and money is good to give. Most anything else you find to do with it doesn't really represent good mental and spiritual health on your part. So if one day you had $18 million, you should do all 3 of these. In fact, while you're working the steps to wealth, you should be doing all 3 of these things. Now that you have all this financial muscle, you should do something intentional. It's not just look at it. It's not just there to look at it. We built this financial piece to have fun, invest, and give. Yes, we get to have fun. The kids in us like to have fun, and that's part of the equation. And since we have made this for kid behavior, we've been having this kid behavior for such a long time, with promises of ice cream, or if he does this, or she does that, she should get some ice cream. Should anyone wear a $30,000 watch, drive a brand new $50,000 or $80,000 car, live in a $700,000 or $1 million home? Absolutely, they should. The problem with people is they buy those things when they can't afford them. You need to understand that the one reason to go on this journey is to build wealth. That allows you to have fun. So have fun. Take your entire family on a luxury vacation. Buy a new car with cash. Buy large diamonds. Do things that only a person who has millions of dollars can do. Investing is how we keep on winning. So remember, we talked about our retirement nest egg. Through investments, we want to get to passive income of 8%. If we can live off of 8% of our annual passive income, then we, quite frankly, we're in the top 2% of living a rich life. So the grown-ups inside us like to invest money because it's part of what makes us wealthy. Also, the growing dollars are a way to keep score on our journey. So are we winning? And it's truly a game if you think about it. So there are many financial vehicles to invest in. Always manage your money, or always manage your own money. You should surround yourself with a team, though. A team of people smarter than you in this realm. But you make the decisions. The Bible states in Proverbs 11:14, in the multitude of counselors there is safety. So get a good CPA, an insurance pro, an investment pro, and a good realtor, and a few of the essential team members you should gather around you. These steps take us to a point which your money starts to work harder than you do. When your money makes more than you do, you're there. You're officially wealthy. You're living a rich life. When you can live on your investment income, you're financially secure. You have reached the pinnacle point. When you can live off of 8% of your nest egg, multiply your nest egg by 0.08, and if you can live on that number, or that number is even more than you make, you're coasting downhill. By doing this calculation, you'll discover how close you are to hitting this major financial milestone. You'll be able to calculate what your pinnacle point nest egg is. And then, using all your available income, see how many years it will take you to get there. Giving is the biggest reward of the entire journey. The most mature part of who we are, both from just a physical aspect, but more importantly from a spiritual aspect. Giving is the best thing to do with our money. The most mature part of you will meet the kid inside as you learn to involve yourself in the last use of money, which is to give. Give it away. Giving is possibly the most fun you'll ever have with money. And quite frankly, if you recall, the money is not ours anyway. The gifts we've been given aren't ours. They're God's. God's asked for 10% of what He's already given us. And then as we start to figure out how we can live a rich life, you're going to find that you'll want to invest more or give more to those in need and bring them up and help them get a leg up and help your church. So giving is probably, it is definitely an indication of maturity with your money, and it is definitely a big part of living a rich life. So that kind of leads us to tithing. So God's command and His promise in Malachi 3:10, bring all the tithes into the storehouse, so there will be enough food in my temple. If you do, says the Lord of the heaven's armies, I'll open the windows up. I'll open the windows of heaven for you. I'll pour out a blessing so great you won't have enough room to take it in. Try it. Put me to the test. God has commanded all Christians to tithe, no matter where you are on this journey. If you only have a little, give a little. If you have a lot, give a lot. He's only asking for 10%. Tithe literally means 10%. We are to give 10% of our income, of what is, like I said, truly already His. He's only asking for 10% of that back, of what He's given us. So God has promised us that if we do this, as He has commanded, He will pour out blessings so great we won't have enough room to take it all in. It takes faith to go on this journey to living debt-free. It takes faith to tithe. It takes a maturity and a trust in God that if you do as He has commanded, we won't have enough room to store the blessings that will come back to us. Try it. Put the Creator of the heavens and the earth to the test. God has a plan for you. In Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. There are plans for good and not plans for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. And in Proverbs 11:24, give freely and become more wealthy. Be stingy and lose everything. The generous will prosper. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. There isn't any magic to this process. It is work, but the payoff, financial peace, that you'll have will be well worth the journey. Remember, don't be a slave to a lender. Use well what you are given. God does have a plan for us. So give freely and refresh others around you. So the final assignment. Step 1, tithe, and follow steps 4 through 7 in order. And start to enjoy living the rich life. So that's it. That's a 5-day journey that's going to take us, anywhere between 18 months to 7 years to become financially wealthy and to truly live all the abundance of a rich life. So I just wanted to take the time with you and let you know that it can be done. I'm a shining example of that. And quite frankly, it must be done if you want not only financial peace, but mental and spiritual feast. Don't become a slave to a lender, and get yourself debt free and enjoy all of life that God has to offer. So thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you found this series useful, and I wish you many blessings and good luck on living a debt-free life and living the rich life. Thank you.